What would make aliens to wipe out humanity? Welcome to Magician Recaps Explains. We are recapping Hollywood sci-fi movie, Pacific Rim 2, a sequel to Pacific Rim movie. Let's start right away. 10 years after the Battle of the Breach, former Jaeger pilot, Stacker Pentecost, John Boyega, son of deceased Kaiju war hero, Stacker Pentecost, makes a living by stealing and selling Jaeger parts on the black market in the Los Angeles area. Many people want to assemble their own Jaegers, and are willing to pay handsomely for it. Power cores sell at a premium as they are very rare. Most of the world has recovered from the Kaiju attacks, but a few coastal cities have not. Jake had already promised the power core to a black market dealer. The dealer attempts to shoot him, because Jake stole from him earlier, and Jake says now he's stealing for him, so it's squared up. The dealer agrees and they break inside the vault, but when he retracts part of a disabled Jaeger's power core to the secret workshop of 15-year-old Jaeger enthusiast, Amara Kaylee Speeney. Amara was building her own Jaeger named Scrapper. Scrapper is small enough to be run by a single pilot. Amara tries to attack Jake from behind, but he outsmarts her. Jake reveals he is going to sell her Jaeger, but Amara disagrees. The cops arrives to the hideout, and Amara gets into the Jaeger to escape. Jake also gets on board, looking for the other pilot's position, but Amara says the Jaeger is too small to. Later that day, Nate approaches Jake to make up their differences. Shao's corporation boss, Luan Shao, Qingtian, arrives at the Shatterdom with Dr. Newton Geisler, Charlie Day. The Jaeger program is threatened by Shao Corporation's drone program, which offers to mass-produce Kaiju Jaeger hybrid drones developed by Luan Shao and Dr. Newton Geisler. Geisler is the head of research and development for Shao. After the presentation, Jake supports the idea, and it's very risky, since the remote system could be hacked. Herman Gottlieb, Bern Gorman, Sydney. Meanwhile, the citizens are protesting against the drone program. Jake and Nate were on point in a Jaeger called Gypsy Avenger, and arrives to protect her. Nate tells Jake to stop thinking about Jules, making him to also warn him to stop thinking about kicking him hard. Luan also arrives, but everything is cut short after the appearance of Rogue Jaeger, Obsidian Fury. Gypsy asks it to power down, but it attacks immediately with missiles. Jake dodges it, making it to hit a tall building behind. The helipad on the roof falls to kill Luan, but she is saved by Gypsy. Obsidian targets Mako, but he's hit by Gypsy, making them to engage in a deadly fight. Obsidian throws missiles again, which hits Mako. Jake tries to save her but fails, and she is killed by Obsidian before she can report. They fail, which also proves the futility of the manned Jaeger program. Later, Jake pays his respects to her and the other fallen soldiers, including his father, by putting up a picture of the three of them. Her death prompts the PPDC Council to authorize the drone program and order their immediate deployment worldwide within the next 48 hours. But moments before her death, Mako transmitted the location of a defunct Jaeger production facility in Siberia. Jake requests for permission to check what's happening there, and they are granted. Jake and Nate travel to the area in their own Jaeger, but Obsidian Fury destroys the complex and engages them in a battle. Upon destroying its reactor, they find that Obsidian Fury was controlled by a Kaiju's secondary brain, which testing shows was grown on Earth. Amara tells Jake that the technology in Obsidian Fury is made by Shao Corporation. When the drones of Shao Corporation reach their respective locations, they are taken over by cloned Kaiju brains and simultaneously attack Shatterdoms worldwide, inflicting heavy casualties on the PPDC forces and incapacitating almost all Jaegers. Herman Gottlieb seeks out Geisler for help, only to discover that Geisler is the mastermind behind the attack. Geisler's mind has been taken over by the Precursors, the alien race who created the Kaiju, due to his regularly drifting with Kaiju brains. Seeking to destroy the world for the Precursors, Geisler, now the Precursor emissary, commands the drone Kaiju hybrids to open new breaches all over the world. Although Shao is able to destroy the hybrids in time, three powerful Kaiju, Raijin, the Q-Giant Shrekathorn, emerge from the breaches and unite in Tokyo. The team realizes that the Precursor's goal is to activate the Ring of Fire by detonating Mount Fuji with the Kaiju's chemically reactive blood, spreading toxic gas into the atmosphere and wiping out all life on Earth, terraforming the planet for Precursor colonization. The cadets are mobilized while Gottlieb and Shao repair the PPDC's four remaining Jaegers. Gottlieb invents Kaiju blood-powered rockets, which launch the team to Tokyo. Although the Jaegers initially repel the Kaiju, the Precursor emissary merges them into one gigantic beast that quickly overpowers the team, killing Suresh, wounding Nate, and leaving Gypsy Avenger the only operational Jaeger. Jake and Amara piloted against the Mega Kaiju with Sha remote piloting Amara's small, single-pilot Jaeger scrapper, aiding them by locating and welding a rocket to Gypsy's right hand and sending the larger Jaeger at tremendous speed into the Mega Kaiju as it approaches Mount Fuji, which kills the creature. Jake and Amara survive by transferring into Scrapper prior to the collision. Nate takes the precursor emissary Newton into custody. The captive precursor emissary threatens that his masters will attack the world over and over again. Jake replies that next time, humanity will be the ones attacking the precursors. That's all for this movie recap. Just like and subscribe for all blockbuster movie recaps.